Hi there, Rod Fraser here from Business Growth Strategies, and I just wanted to talk to you today about 4 key issues that we've come across time and time again with all of the business owners, the clients that we have that we've worked with over the years. As you know, we work with business owners who really want to scale their business, and they have a couple of characteristics in common. First of all, that they have an abundance mentality and they really want to move forward and keep improving. In addition to that, they are actively marketing and selling. They have a sales process, and as well as that, they want to improve it. So what are the 4 issues that keep coming up for people all of the time? Well, the first thing is time. And it's not enough of it. And I'll come back to that in a second. The other one that keeps coming up for people is people. And it really is people issues with team members as well as with customers and clients. And then in addition to that, 2 that are very closely related is cash flow and profitability. And you can relate both of those to sales. At the end of the day, the cash flow piece is all about timing, and not all revenue is the same when we talk about sales. That the profitability for each sale can be quite different according to what it is that you're selling. And then, of course, how do we increase the profitability per sale, the average order value? And so let's go back to the first one, which is time, not enough time. Well, here's the challenge. Doesn't matter whether your business is growing, whether you're ready to scale, whether you're scaling, or whether in fact your business is declining. There's never enough time. So how do you deal with this? Well, I would suggest to you that we need to work out what the priorities are. What's most important right now or today or this week, possibly even this month or quarter, and start to ask that question on a daily basis. And in the moment. What's most important right now, that by doing this one thing would make everything else easier or unnecessary, which goes to a nice theory that was created a very long time ago by a guy called Eli Goldratt, and Eli did a PhD in a thing called the theory of constraints. And his whole theory was based on domino theory and to deal with the biggest choke point or the highest priority at any point in time. So that's a very useful thing to do. Now, here's the challenge, that because there's so many things going on within the context of a business at any point in time, and I spoke about this before, if you add, let's say you've got 2 products or services and you add 2 more, you've just increased the complexity of the business by a factor of 12. If you then also add new team members, and you add new locations, it gets even more complex again. And then just the daily doing stuff in the business. And the reality is that most business owners are only truly productive about 2 hours a day. Excuse me. And wouldn't it be amazing if you could get another 2 hours to actually double that? And that requires deep work, and it requires being able to work out what the priority is. Remember, it's priority, not priorities. And quite often we try to boil the ocean by saying we have a whole long to-do list and all of our priorities have equal value, and then we try to multitask. Well, the reality is we can't. Our brain can only focus on one thing at a time, so we might as well focus on what's most important at any point in time. So keep asking that question. What's most important to you right now, or today, or this week? Now, in addition to that, let's talk about the second thing, which is people issues. Well, the reality is if you don't know your people very well, or it falls apart when you do your recruitment, and we know in recruiting the right people into your team, that if you use traditional recruiting methods, which is usually based ultimately on a gut feel, you'll get a right hire at best 1 out of 2 times. That means you get a wrong hire 1 out of 2 times. That can be detrimental for a business. So getting the right people around you is absolutely crucial. In addition to that, start to build a daily rhythm of meeting with the team and checking in with them and setting priorities. Very powerful thing to do, and the most important piece is connecting with your team and getting to know who they are, what their values are, what their goals are, what truly drives them, and also be clear about what their mission is in terms of why you hired them in the first place. What was the purpose of them being in your business? Now, if it's with clients and customers, let's talk about client intimacy. And what I mean by that is really get to know who your core customer is, your core client is. Really get to know what their frustrations are, get to know what it is that they want to achieve and how they want to achieve that. What's the sort of experience that they want to have in working with you to get where they are now to where they want to. Now, the other two things that we spoke about was cash flow and profitability. Well, cash flow is really a function of timing. And so where in your sales cycle do you get paid? And so start to work that out. If you're getting paid in arrears, then the more you grow, the faster you could go broke. And that is a real challenge. And so start to work out how you can get paid as you go, or even better in advance, and improve your cash flow. You can also do things that can boost your cash flow by increasing the average order sale with your existing customers and clients and working through how to do that specifically. Offer more things that they find valuable. Work through your sales process and start to work out what's working and what's not, what's working really well, what you can do more of, and what you need to stop, and what you need to start doing. Now, this comes across to the fourth key issue, the fourth challenge of most business owners that we come across is that they say to us, we need more sales. Well, no, it's not necessarily more sales. It's not even necessarily more revenue. What you really need is more profitable sales. And so starting to unpack things and slow it down to work out, A, how can you be more effective with your time? B, how you can make sure that your team is cohesive and aligned with real clarity and focus and working together as opposed to working apart or going in different directions and being a real team, not a bunch of individuals. How to get your cash flow working for you and get it coming in earlier or even in advance. So that then the more you grow, the more you can pay for that growth. And then in terms of profitability, getting down to a granular level to work out what is really profitable in what you do. If any of this is of interest to you and you would need some help, then go and check out our website, businessgrowthstrategies.biz, and you'll find there that you can either have a phone call with us and just click through for a Focus Finder call, and we can talk to you. It's a simple questionnaire to fill out for you to be able to do that and then schedule a time. Or if you'd like to go to the masterclass and learn some more before you do that, then that's there too. So I really look forward to talking to you, and I hope this has been of help to you today. Thanks very much.